I first set a goal for myself, I believe I was kindergarten. I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher.
One of my first goals was to get, that I can remember, is to get a distinction level, which was through lifeguarding.
The first goal that I can remember is I wanted to become a pilot.
When I was touring colleges, I found a college that I fell in love with. And so I set the goal, I'm going to get my grades up, I'm going to, study and get a better score on my SATs, and I ended up getting an early acceptance there, and that's a big goal that I remember.
It's so important to have goals, especially ones that can significantly improve our lives or the lives of our loved ones. But there's a big difference between setting goals and actually accomplishing them. And when our goals are interrupted and left unaccomplished, it could be devastating.
As a military spouse, there was a very good chance that my wife could get deployed for, we don't know where, we don't know for how long. So as a person who has own set of goals, I have to always think about my family. My family, I always say, it's a tripod. If one leg breaks, you can't use it.
When I first found out a deployment was coming up, and I was also trying to go to school, so I just set that aside so I can focus on my son and him missing daddy. And I didn't have any problem with that because my son's more important than any of my goals right now. It's really important to have goals, and I'm able to show them how important it is.
Because of this operational tempo, where we have our soldiers and our airmen deploying more frequently, going and doing whatever mission it is throughout the country, there is a sacrifice that a spouse or the family in general makes as a result of that service. Part of that sacrifice often is the spouse who's home, having to put a lot of their own career goals, educational goals, personal goals on hold to support that loved one who is serving our country.
As a Marine Corps veteran, I have always had a special place in my heart for anyone who serves our great nation and the families that support them. I've always wanted to do a little something to give back to that community, a little something to enrich their lives. And over the years, I've spoken at many family readiness programs, and I've had the unique privilege of sharing goal-setting techniques with military spouses. And this gave me the opportunity to really get to know them. And they shared their challenges and their sacrifices with me. And as they shared their goals with me, I discovered that many of them were unaccomplished, especially their education goals. And they're making sacrifices daily, more than we can possibly imagine. So I created the Think Great Foundation to award scholarships specifically to military and veteran spouses so they can get back on track with their educational goals, so they can pursue their dreams and significantly impact their families. It's just a small way of saying thank you for all the sacrifices they make.
It's really important, despite your challenges, to continue to pursue what's important to you. A great way to start is reaching out to Think Great. They have a phenomenal scholarship program that can help facilitate you meeting those goals.
I think it is amazing that there are people out there who put their time and effort and help all of us to help achieve our goals so that we can proudly stand behind our service member.
A lot of people do put their lives on hold when something like that happens, but I think it's very important that you get back on track. And it's a great thing that there are foundations like Think Great scholarship program out there who is actually looking at who feels what military spouses go through in their lives and kind of like give a helping hand.
I want to encourage you to get on board with us at the Think Great Foundation. Help us to make an impact in our mil spouse community. Thank you.